Hey everyone, welcome back. It's a Saturday morning. It's about 9 o'clock, 27 degrees on a February morning. Um, and what are we doing?
We're going house hunting.
Yeah, it's that time. Our lease is ending in a month or so, month and a half. So yeah, we've got to do the task of looking around houses.
We've been doing this for weeks,
Yeah,
and I popped a little post on our Instagram page, I think yesterday, just to let you know that we're sorry we've been busy and not really posted a lot, but honestly, with working and
working and you get like the weekend off, and the weekend is just looking at houses.
yeah, and we wanted to tell you all a little bit about what it's like to have to look for houses to rent here, um, because it's hard work.
And it's really weird. There's like, well, that one house we went to, there's literally a queue up the street of people going in. It's very odd. It's not like you get your own individual viewing. It's like you book your time, and there's 20, 30 other people.
Yeah, it's cutthroat and it's stressful, and we'll also tell you about a really funny story regarding one of the inspections that we went to.
Right. A little tip for you. If you're thinking of, well, obviously you will be thinking because you're watching this video. Wear some footwear that you can take off quite quick, so slides or flip flops, because it's just a decency. I know some people don't, but just whip shoes off and off you go inside.
I think it's definitely one of them things that the realtor notices whether you take your shoes off or not. And if you're at the front of the queue for the inspection, she definitely notices, or he, depending who it is.
And you might be lucky, might be some decent shoes there. You can always pick them up and take them with you. You can like a shoe exchange if you want. Also got a list, so we've got while we're in the area, we've got a few others to look at. It's always handy, so so you can book a inspection if there's one you like or not like. So
Yeah. And second tip is if you see a house on a website that you think you like and the inspection isn't for a while, or yeah, for any reason you're not going to it anytime soon, do a drive by because we got offered a house which looked amazing in the pictures, and we were almost ready to apply and accept it without even looking around it. We drove there and it
the
just really wasn't
location,
for us.
location was shocking. When it was, I literally built in someone's back gardens. It's just like, yeah,
Yeah,
that's not
so
for us.
try and do an inspection or try and get someone to do one on your behalf.
So yeah, anyway, come with us and we'll show you what it's like. Right, so we're on a little break. We just looked at the first house. It was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
There's quite a few people there. So we've now got an hour or so to spare for the next viewing. So we're just having a look around Raby Bay, which is another house close by.
I still can't get over the amount of people that go and look round a house and you're all basically competing against each other.
It's like no one really makes eye contact with it. Like it's quite funny. It's just
It's
like
awkward.
then you get like we were saying the other day, you get some people think it's theirs. They're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put the sofa in that room and like try and like rub it in everyone else's face that they think they've got it. But yeah, we just had another little drive by. Looked at another potential property. Looks quite nice. Um, yeah, so just gonna enjoy the sunshine for a minute and on to the next one. So we spent all morning looking at houses. All we had to wait for because they didn't leave the key, so we couldn't get in. So yeah, we're having a break now.
Yeah, we're gonna go and just have a look around some shops and have a bit of a chill.
Shall we just be a look round?
Yeah, just to look around.
Yeah, that's how it starts. So yeah, we're gonna go down to Harbour Town, which is just near the Gold Coast, about an hour away. Go and get there for a little bit. We've not been there since before Christmas, so if you know us, that's pretty good. So yeah, we'll see if we can get some footage when we're down there. Maybe, maybe not. So yeah, catch you in a little bit. So, it's been 2 weeks since we started this video. It's been a manic 2 weeks. I think we looked at every house in the local area.
Yeah, and beyond.
Yeah, it's like all our weekends have literally been taken up with looking at houses, applying for houses.
We've learned a few lessons along the way.
Yeah. What are those lessons?
The lessons are, don't get desperate. Like, we started looking for houses even before we could start to look for them. So houses, there's a lot of houses that tend to go on the market and they're available now. So people move out and literally the next day it goes online and then it's available now. So unless you're in a position to move in now, just don't even bother looking. You need to like check on the real estate app and check when there's like houses coming up that are available at the same time that you can move in. And really just apply for them. There's absolutely no point applying for houses that are moving now because the landlords want their money straight away. They won't wait for you.
Not really, unless you're like outstanding, but even then that's rare occurrence, isn't it?
Yeah. So the key is don't panic because something will come up.
Yeah, don't just take the first one you see. Because
Yeah.
there was a stage when we were getting a bit like, oh, should we just take this one? And we're like, well, it's not really in the right area.
We were gonna have to commute like further for school and work and things.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the first thing, is don't panic and don't get desperate.
Yeah.
The second is make sure that your applications are all complete and up to date. So they ask for everything, like nearly pretty much a blood type. Like you have to provide so much proof of like income, employment, references, like pay slips.
Your pets, so if you got a dog, they want to know, want you to upload like a picture of your dog.
Yeah, they want to know if the dog's desexed, they want to know if the dog's registered with the council.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it. But yeah, I think we've been using 3 apps. There's realestate.com,
Tenant app.
Tenant app, and there's another one called Domain, which kind of like looks at all the other apps and like shows you like all the houses that are available on the website at the time. With real estate, you can preload all your stuff, so you can upload everything. So you can just like one click apply, which is quite easy. Quite easy. Yeah, same with tenant app. Tenant app is the same. They kind of want, there's a little bit on there where you can pay for like a background check, but saving money. I think it's like $39, but
Yeah, we've never done
you
that.
don't need it.
Third tip is if you see somewhere you like online and you haven't been for your inspection yet, there's no harm in applying for it. And we found that applying in advance of seeing it sometimes helps because it gets you more to the front of the queue. The estate agent sees your application before they've seen anybody at the inspection. When they meet you at the inspection, they've already seen your application. They're looking to make sure that your application matches who they see in person.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you get offered something else in the meantime, or you decide you don't want to go ahead, you can just withdraw your application. So there's no harm in applying, but they do want you to go to the inspection, so they're very keen on that.
You won't get a house without them kind of meeting you, in a way.
Yeah, we applied for so many houses before we came, even ones that we could move in now to, and our applications were perfect, but because we didn't have an Australian address, we didn't have an Australian phone number, we had no Australian proof of ID, we just kept getting rejected. So much better to come out here, get yourself a B&B or a motel for a couple of weeks. I don't think you need even more than a week or two. If you can move in now.
Yeah, if you're pretty flexible and you've got a bond, so bond is 4 weeks rent, and a lot of them want you to pay 2 weeks rent on top of that. So yeah, it's kind of, the bond goes into a protected scheme, so that's fine. So yeah, just make sure you've got enough to cover 6 weeks rent.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, you have to be prepared for that.
We see lots of these like I don't want to call it scaremongering, but you go on these Facebook groups and a lot of people are like, yeah, be prepared to pay up to 6 months rent in advance to secure your place. Like, I don't think that's necessary.
Never been asked for 6 months. I mean, maybe if we're going through like a private landlord, maybe instead of going through like an agent or realtor over here, but yeah, I've never heard of 6 months. That's just...
No, so the standard is you'll need 4 weeks for your bond and you'll need 2 weeks upfront rent.
Yeah.
And that upfront rent will cover you from day one for the 2 weeks. So when you move in, basically, if you don't want to, you don't have to pay rent for the first
for 2 weeks. Yeah, so you can either use it as a buffer or you can just save a bit of money.
Next tip is really try and build a rapport and a relationship with a particular realtor or maybe a couple.
So whoever like the house has been advertised with, like a local company, then yeah, just go and meet them, go in the office and just like introduce yourself and say, look, we're looking for these properties. It's a little more, I think they kind of like that, don't they? I think because they get to see you.
One lady that we were lucky enough to do that with basically said to us, don't wait in a queue. Like, if you have a relationship with somebody, like, just keep that communication going, and they will help you, and just try and be polite as possible. And don't be that annoying person at the inspection that basically takes up the realtor that's showing the house's time. No one else can get a question in or like talk to them. We don't think that flies.
I think I think you do kind of want like them to remember you, but not remember you in a bad way, as in like, you know, get out my face, stop talking to me because I've got like 30 other people I need to see and you're just chatting my ear off. Utter rubbish. Like we've seen some person there literally has cornered the realtor and she's like trying to see everyone else and they're like rah, 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 rah. Yeah, so don't be that person. That won't work. Just be nice, just be civil. You know, get some questions in your head about the property and all, and like length of lease and normally about like the services, like if you've got to set up your own account for energy and water. Just get some questions in your head, and they like to answer some questions, don't they?
Yeah, Yeah.
Research the area you want to live in. That's a good one. Obviously the schools, because like referred to our previous videos about school catchments. You know, if there's a house you really, really like, but it's in the wrong area, you know, that always makes it difficult.
Don't waste any time. If you found a house that you like, you've been to the inspection, you've applied,
Drive-by, do a drive-by.
yeah, do a drive-by. Maybe send an email to the realtor after the inspection just to say thanks for showing me around. I've already applied. If there's anything else you need to know, please contact me. Let them know that you're interested.
Yeah. So yeah, we had one realtor tell us that there's two things he looks for when they meet you. Get attacked by a fly. One, he says that you don't scare him. Remember that one? He told us, and obviously that you can afford the rent or something. I think, but obviously looking at your pay slips and stuff like that. So yeah, that's. I don't know why you scare a realtor. I don't know why you would say that. Like, how can you be scary? But yeah, I think appearance is kind of decent, and also a lot of people don't take their shoes off. Yeah, so they do like that. If you, even if there's carpets or hard floors, if you're the person at the front of the queue, take your shoes off.
Should we talk about complexes? So, because we've been viewing so many properties, we've come across quite a few in like complexes with like security gates.
Gated communities and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we've seen a real mixture of like ones that have a really nice feel to them versus ones that feel a bit.
Yeah.
You're not sure if you're always going to be watched or like if you're going to like constantly be receiving letters because you parked outside your house for 6 minutes instead of 5.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some that are like, we went to one that looked like really, really nice, really, you know, Instagrammy, but I think there was 2 visitor parking spaces for like 40 houses or 40 homes, so you can't tell me that between 40 homes you're only allowed 2 visitors. But
yeah, and a lot of them have these shared pools, and some of them are really small for the amount of houses. You think, you know, there's not set times for you to go to the pool, so what if everyone wants to go to the pool at once? Like,
yeah, and you get like barbecue areas and like there's, you know, yeah, okay, if you're there first, I guess that's how it works. But there was one that said, oh, you know, if you're gonna have like a gathering or like a birthday party, it's just like just to put a note through everyone's doors and stuff like that. So just to say, oh, you know, just gonna have a few people around.
I couldn't be bothered to do that.
Yeah, you can imagine it'd be like a lot of curtain twitchers and stuff like that. But
yes.
And also like parking for your own cars, like literally, they're gonna be driving your driveway and you've literally got to put your car away. You can't just whack it on the drive.
Some are nicer than others. Like one we went to recently did have a better, like more informal feel about it. Didn't feel so strict on car parking. So all I would say is if you're considering that, really definitely spend some time there, have a look around, like try and get a feel of how comfortable you would feel there.
Yeah. So yeah, we've actually found somewhere. We got accepted for a few houses, didn't we, in the end? I think because our application was pretty good, we had a good report from our current realtor, so they gave us good feedback. So yeah, we accepted a house, haven't we? We're moving in a month, is it?
Yeah, so we've got lots to do before then. We need to obviously pack everything up. We're kind of half packed anyway because we didn't empty a lot of our boxes. And we have got like a little period of time in between moving out of our current property and into our new one, so we can move everything out and then we can just have a bit of an empty house so we can clean it and leave it as we found it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, to be fair, in the best condition when we had it, but yeah. Yeah, you have to do all that. You've got to do all the cleaning and then you get your bond back. So yeah, make sure you clean everything. When you first move in, take pictures of everything. We had a condition report you've got to complete within a week. And literally, I don't know who did it, but they said that our bathroom was white tiles and it had just been renovated, so it wasn't white tiles. So I don't know who did the wander round. So literally you have to note everything. It's just obviously cover yourself in case they say what, there's a mark on the wall, we're going to keep some of your bond to get it redecorated.
Mm. So yeah, just take some time doing that properly. Take photos, videos, because yeah, it's very easy in 6 months' time if you don't have that evidence to unfortunately lose your bond. And yeah, obviously that's a lot of money, so you don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, so there we are. We've finally done it. It was a stressful few weeks.
It was, but I think next time we wouldn't feel so stressed. I think it was the first time we'd done it here. It was the first time like we'd been here. Like obviously when we moved, it was easy. We just had suitcases. We didn't have a dog. Now we've got loads of furniture, a dog, and yeah, obviously we, you know, could book into a hotel, but it's just, you know, then you've got to worry about your furniture going into storage, you've got to worry about the dog. So yeah, but definitely don't stress. We stressed and we didn't need to.
No, yeah, it does seem daunting, but yeah, you'll be fine. Just take your time, make sure you're available for the dates to move in, and yeah, good luck.
So yeah, really sorry that we've been absent for so long. We're definitely gonna hopefully have some more time available now to be able to make some more videos. Really appreciate your comments and your requests for videos on certain topics. And yeah, if you're liking our videos, then hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you soon.
See you in the next one.